Hello, everybody out there. How is it going? Welcome to Flawless Rage 2, and welcome. What? Flamflick. Yeah, I remember you. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome in, everybody. Yes, tonight we're doing um, another live stream. I thought I'd get another one in before fucking October hits. Hell month. Oh, so yes, we are here tonight. Now, I've got another project going on here. However, it is under wraps at the moment. What I'm building, working on it during the daytime, but I will show it to you guys once I get it all sorted out and everything. Yeah, it's still got a bit of a cold going on. I don't know. I can't seem to shake the fucker. I really can't. It's pissing me off. But hey ho. So Seaside Resort is what we're doing at the moment. I believe we bought this one the other night and started to do it. I think. Did we? I'm not sure. So yeah. Either way, we're going to get into it now. I've been doing a fair bit of work on this, remodeling some of the places and everything. I'll show you what I've done so far. One house is pretty much done, which will be the one up the end here. So I've just done it to look like a regular house with brickwork. However, at the side, not so much. So we need to work on that. But I'll take you through and show you what I've done. So when you walk in, you've got a kitchen, all done. Then we go through to our living room area. Small living room, but it works. You know, it's a cozy living room. You've got, your TV here. You've got a hi-fi system over here because every home should have one. You've got your hallway here. In here, you've got a very basic little bathroom, but it's functional and works. In here, you've got a nice bedroom, your TV, wardrobes, and a couple of chests of drawers there to put all your knickknacks in. So we're going to be carrying on with doing these places tonight. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to be doing the insides, then I'm going to be doing the outsides. So tonight we're just going to have a general chit chat. I haven't got anything really as a talking point tonight. Usually I have, but I don't really have anything as a talking point tonight at all. So, one thing I will say though, because obviously you've been seeing my channel, sort of like the tribute I did to the greatest of all time, Mr. Ozzy Osbourne. If you're in the UK, I don't know about other markets in the world, but if you're in the UK, on Thursday night at 9 p.m, BBC One, they're showing Sharon and Ozzy Coming Home. That was originally to be scheduled for a different time, but they postponed it, and it is being shown this week. Also on the 7th, Paramount Plus have an Ozzy documentary coming out, so be sure to look out for them if you are an Ozzy fan. I am just going to message Boston because he doesn't get anything go through, and let him know that I'm live in case he wants to jump on in and have a little chin wag, have a little chat, and see how we go. So yeah, just thought I'd come on here tonight just to chill out for a bit, see what we can do. And yeah, get on with some of this. So we just messaged Boston. Okay, excellent. So we'll see if Boston comes on in. Right, let's get on with it. So this next one, the front exterior is done. We just need to do a couple more tiny little bits to it. This one seemed to be smaller than the rest of them. So we have to make it smaller. This is going to be a little kitchen area here. So we'll do that. And we'll first of all, should we start with that, or should we go down the bottom here to this, which is going to be a living room? Now, why the living room at the back of the house? Well, from personal experience, I don't know why the fuck there was a frog on the wall. from personal experience, a living room at the back is the best. I used to live in a house which the living room was at the front, and oh, it was fucking you. Every fucker who walked past is snouting in your fucking window and shit, and it was really, really, it was fucking annoying. So I now live in a different house where my living room not only is fucking huge, that's why if you can hear an echo, that's why, and I've got stuff in here as well, you know. But I now live in a house that's got a massive living room. Love my house, and yeah, it's a lot better at the back. It's a lot more calmer. You don't get all the interruptions. You don't get sort of like, you know, you don't get people. I can't do that because there's another house there. You don't get people, sticking their snout in and fucking seeing if you're having a fucking wank or not, things like that. So, a lot better here where I am now. I absolutely fucking adore my house. I really do. Genuinely, if I had the money, I would honestly see how much it is to buy this place. Even though I've roughly got an idea of what it actually is, but so I'm going to put a couple of. Well, no, because I could easily do it differently, couldn't I? Why don't we make plenty of light come in, right? And we will curtain that or blind it, and I'll do it differently. So yeah, we're going to start off with this living room area, I think. So first and foremost, let's get something on the walls. We could paint, but we're not going to do that. Oh, no, 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 no. We are going to paper it. What paper, though? I mean, there's some new ones. There's some nice ones to choose from here. Do you know what? We haven't used that one in a while. Let's do it. Originally, I suppose this was meant to be a bedroom on here, but that's the beauty of House Flipper. You can let your imagination run fucking wild on here and create, anything you can. It is so nice just to have that freedom to do it. And you can, design your own fucking home the way sort of like you would want it. I mean, I personally would love to have, if I could change, well, if I could change anything about where I live, which there isn't much to change at all because it's amazing, then I think the only thing I'd change is actually have a light in the garden. That's it. Because that's the only thing we haven't got, a light in the garden. But we are at the end. We're in an end terrace house, so and we lived in an end house before as well, so not bad. And I love it here. But yeah, House Flipper is one of them games, and also they're releasing more content for it, which I'm stoked about. But it ain't coming until 26. I saw the announcement for it and the trailer and everything. There's going to be pets. I'm just hoping they don't do what they did before. Release a pets DLC that makes everything crash. Last time on the original House Flipper, they had the pets DLC and it made every single thing crash. So let's hope that this time when they release it, they do it properly and it doesn't happen. Now, crashes haven't been such a big thing with this one. I say that and it'll crash, but crashes haven't been such a big thing with this game. It's happened a couple of times, but but all in all, it's been quite a pleasant experience playing this one, I must say. And yeah, I do love me some House Flipper. And the thing about it is, I didn't even know the first game existed. I was actually told about it when I was on party on PlayStation one night with an old friend who I no longer speak to. Um, he told me sort of like, "Have you ever heard of this game called House Flipper?" And I was like, "No, what is that?" And he goes, "You got to try it. It's this, and you can do all this sort of stuff." And it got me into it. So really, really happy that I discovered it. And yeah, always going to be with the flipper. Love it. Right, so we've got the ceiling done, we've got the wallpaper done, we can get rid of that. Let's chuck down a carpet. Now, I believe in my living room I don't actually have carpet at the moment because to carpet this floor would be friggin' expensive. I'm a firm believer, though, in having a carpeted living room. Carpets everywhere, even in bedrooms and stuff. And I know a lot of people like these, like, wood floor sort of like things, I forget what you fucking call it now, but, there's tongue and groove, that's it, tongue and groove. A lot of people like to have that, but in the wintertime, unless you've got a really fucking warm house and underfloor heating, you're going to feel that shit. So it's best to have carpets in the rooms. It just is. Carpet is a way of life, people. Righty ho. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get us a sofa. So yeah, we'll get that and get it all sorted out. Now, like I said, I am working on another project. I don't know when I'll show it, but I do know it's going to be a pretty cool one. This is what I'm doing. It's just an idea that came to me today, and so I thought, right, I better start building. So yeah, hopefully it all works out, and when you guys see it, hopefully you'll like it and everything. It's a really good idea. Well, I think it's a good idea anyway. So hopefully it'll all work out for us. Now, can we fit another one in? No, we can't. Right, space for a lamp then. Okay, we need to address these curtains. Now, I don't know if we're going to get curtains to go up there on the windows. You can hear my voice, it's fucked. I could put two sets of them up, but I think we're going to have to go blinds in here. We'll go colour, and we'll just have some straight blue ones because, we've got pretty much a bluish kind of theme going on in here anyway, so. I'll leave them up just a little bit. There we go. Right. Okay, next job. But where's the TV going to go? I've already thought of that. And when I can get to something appropriate, you'll get to it as well. Right. Where are we? Storage. I suppose it'll be in there, won't it? Yeah, TV cabinets are in there. So, where that one? It's okay, but yeah, we can go with that one. And then a sideboard. Now, I'm going to have a sideboard in here. Okay. So, let's get the electricals on the go. TVs. There we go. A TV on a stand. And maybe at the side. Can it fit at the side? Yep. A console. And underneath there, a controller. There we go. Looking pretty cool. Okay, so now while we're in here, let's go with speakers. And then details there are going to be there we go. A couple of speakers. And now we'll just get ourselves an amp. There we go. Excellent stuff, I think you'll agree. So we have basically our living room. We've just got to do some lights up there and a lamp, and then this room's done. See, small rooms, they won't take so long to do. I'm going to go with that, but I'm going to change the color of that. Bulb. And in the chat, my brother is in. Mr. Boston Tea Party in the house. Hello, bro. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all good. Great to have you here. There we go. We've got one lamp. Now we'll just choose a couple of things to go on the ceiling here. And I think we're going to go with maybe a couple of those on the ceiling. Not too bad, bro. I think this cold is being a bitch to me, and I can't shake it. My throat is fucking not hurting as such, but speaking with when I speak, I sound like Kenny Rogers. So it's kind of like it's one of those things, really. There we go. Living room done. Hallway can wait because that's just going to be just a basic color, I think. Bathroom area. Right. That piddly little fucking thing can go. Right. Let's get this painted up. Well, tiled up, I should say. I'm going to go a little bit luxury in here. We're going to give them a luxury bathroom. I mean, ladies, you need a luxury bathroom to go into in the morning and soap yourself up. And cheers, brother. These ladies need to go in here and soap themselves up and, wash themselves head to toe with that soap running down their bodies and sorry, losing sight. Yeah, so okay, so I think we'll go with I'm going to make that bigger. I know that. Bro, did you see the I mentioned it a minute ago. Did you see the thing for the DLC for pets that's coming to House Flipper 2 next year? Next year is going to be a fucking expensive year. We got, unless they delay it again, GTA 6. We've got fucking I don't know if that'll be out this year. We've got Forza coming. I don't know if that's going to be on PlayStation because I don't have a next gen Xbox, so I can't play it on there if it's just Xbox exclusive. Because I highly doubt. Yes, I can have some pussy again. Yeah, exactly. I know. I'm quite excited about that too. And yeah, I'm quite looking forward to seeing what they do. But as I said, with the first one, the first Pets DLC on the first Flipper always made my game crash. I'm hoping that this one, they have sorted it out and they don't you know, doesn't crash this time. So I really, really hope they got it sorted. Flight Simulator 2024, they're bringing it to the PS5 supposedly. Okay. Not bad, not bad. There's a couple of simulation games I want to get, but I just don't have the money for them at the moment. My main focus at the moment is to get the new Mafia game. I'm desperate to play that. I do love the Mafia games. I mean, I completed all the first three. I have all the first three. I actually have I had the trilogy on Xbox One on disc, but I sold that and I got the digital copy only because, you know, I mean, I had the digital before I had the thing. I only sold them because I needed fucking money, but I could always buy them back, I suppose. They're cheap enough, but yeah, do love me some Mafia. My son is actually quite into that as well. Massive shout out to the real Lucha Champ. He's himself feeling under the weather at the moment. He's not feeling too great at all. Right, let's get that wired in like that. And then let's get it all done so these ladies can soap their ass up. So if we go, what about fitting one of these ones maybe this time? Yeah, why not? And then we can put a shitter in there. And then, of course, a sink. Nice, brother. Haunted house. I'm down with that. That had been a better one. It would have been a fucking easier one. I just need to check that on my phone, guys, because oh no, that's just someone not gone live on Twitch. I'm not watching Twitch tonight. I'm gonna reserve my Twitch nights for Fridays and Saturdays, I think. The when I came off the other night, I went on Twitch. My girl was on, and I watched her and said hello, and she blew me a kiss, and I was like, oh. I thought, don't fucking blow it. Come here and fucking do it. You know. I have hopes in one day that may just happen. Right, bathroom's done. Next up, living room is there. That's done. So why the hang the fuck on? Why have I got two living rooms? I didn't realise I'd done that. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. Hang on. We'll fix this. That's too big. That's what she said. That one. There we go. A very narrow bedroom. Done. Right, next one, kitchen. See, where there's a will, there's a way. Right, this is going to be a kitchen area. Right. Can we get a window that? Right. Okay. We're just gonna fill. We're just gonna fill the gap, and then we'll just, do it the way we always do. It looks fucking neater anyway, and I haven't started doing anything in here yet, so. I can't put anything that side because there is another place next door. Right. Okay. Now, the big question on everybody's lips, am I going to be doing a Halloween special this year? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Christmas time, I will do. And I think I might do Train Sim and House Flipper. I'm not going GTA this year. I haven't touched GTA since before January. There's just nothing to do on there anymore. So I've pretty much given up on it. I've still got it on my PlayStation, but, I've just pretty much given up on it. I'm waiting for the new one. Then I'll fucking delete 5. It's just, I mean, you got to admit, that game came out in 2013. They have milked the ever-loving fuck out of that game. They really have. Well, there is that, I suppose. But they have milked the ever-loving fuck out of that game. They really, really have. Coming out on 360 and PS3, then going to PS4, Xbox One, and then doing it for PS5 and the Xbox Series consoles. It's 2013. It's now 2025. They need to bring another fucking game out. And, they really, really have milked the fuck out of that. I can't say much, though, because I bought every fucking version of it. So, but that's because, it's GTA, and I love GTA, but I go on there now, and I just find it very, very, very boring at the moment, It's not sort of like, a thing that I want to dive back into. I don't see GTA on my console and think, yeah, I'm going to play that, Genuinely, these days, all I really play is, there's a few games. There's House Flipper. There's Train Sim. I play that quite a bit. There's Forza Horizon 5. And then you've got WWE 2K25, which the characters are nearly done, so I will be doing a wrestling stream soon. Got some nice ladies. And then there's another one I play quite a lot is Sex Shop Simulator. So, I'm going to be, that's what I do. You go and take pictures of the animals and spin the wheel. That's pretty much it. Yeah, there's just really not much to do on there at the minute. I know sort of like, the thing they did last year for the Halloween content was good. And I know they put the Ghostbusters car in, which I'm a fucking huge fan of and still love the fact that they did that. Being a lifelong Ghostbusters fan, I really appreciate that. But, we now got to wait till next year for this new game to come out. And number one, hope it doesn't fucking crash our consoles all the time. And number two, just hope it's worth the money that we're going to pay for it. We have got to be, they really need to buck up their ideas. And does anyone remember when GTA 5 first came out in 2013, the online fiasco that nobody could get online because there wasn't enough servers? Oh, I remember that. I remember that day. It took me about 4 hours to try and get into a fucking server. It was crazy. But that has all finally settled down. Well, let's hope so, brother. Let's hope so. But you know, I just think I'm just hoping it's going to be worth our while. And I hope they put some good music in it as well. Because I know they're a bit of an extra in a way, but the radio stations are a big part of it. Because if you're bored and you're just fucking driving around or, you know, going to a mission or something, you know, you want some music on in the background. That's like that reason due to music is why I can't stream Forza. I would love to fucking stream Forza, but I can't. The radio stations are all turned down. The music is turned off. But when you go to Horizon events, the music still plays. So you can't, you know, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to try and stream that. Really, they should, you know, they should think about. I know that what they're doing is putting a game out. That's all well and good, but they really, in a way, should think about content creators and things like that. I mean, I don't earn any money on here anyway. I said this before. I don't earn any money from YouTube whatsoever, but you know, I don't want to get a copyright strike on my channel because I've uploaded a game trying to, you know, entertain people on their platform. You know what I mean? So I like to do I like to keep it safe, like play Flipper, you know. And I'm more than fucking happy doing this, you know. I love playing this. And I love doing the wrestling game, and there will be some wrestling coming. You know, I love doing all that sort of stuff. It does, you know, but yeah, it can take the piss a bit. Sort of like when video game companies do that. If I move that cooker over, can I squeeze that in there? Exactly, brother. I mean, my reasons for streaming when I want to are a little bit different to that. Um, but yeah, I totally get it. I totally get it, you know. But you know, people will find your content and come in eventually. But you know, I mean, sometimes it does seem like you've wasted sort of like an hour or so of your life trying to be entertained and trying to do things to, you know, to make people happy and fucking it not getting appreciated. I get that. I felt so unappreciated on YouTube before myself. I've got 496 subscribers, right? And I get hardly anyone come into the live streams. I get, you know, and when it comes to putting videos up, yes, I do get views there. But there's only certain, you know, there's only certain things that certain people watch. Some people like watching record reviews. Some people like it when I've done tech. Some people like it when I stream. You know, I try and do a little bit of something for everyone, but not anymore. I'll do what I want, when I want, and how I want because of the events of the earlier part of this year. I'm not going to, you know, be like that. I used to be on fucking near enough every night, sometimes Sundays, and it just got, you know, it just got way too fucking, you know, way too much for me. You know, in the sense that, you know, I'm putting all of this stuff out, and I have the two greatest of all time watching. I have Pam and I have Boston, but I don't have, you know, but other people come in and they just, you know, they come in, they don't like it, and then they fuck off. Well, you know, then why fucking even bother to come in the first place if you're not going to watch? Why subscribe to my channel if you're not going to fucking watch my content? Speaking of which, where is Pam? Hope she's okay. Pam hasn't come in yet. I hope she is okay. Pam, if you are watching and you're just having a bit of a breather tonight or something, hope you're okay. You know, But yeah, I don't really do anything like that anymore. I just can't be fucking bothered. I love to. If I could start earning money on here, then that would be great. If I could earn money on Twitch, that would be great. Well, do I have to? What do I have to do that? I'm putting out content that I want, not sort of like. I mean, fuck trends, right? Trends are fucking stupid. I've got two kids, right? And you hear about sort of like these different words and these different slang terms and these different fucking things, and like my daughter said to my son, if you're not careful, I'm going to kick you in the gyat. And I thought, what the fuck is a gyat? Turns out it's an arse. So I'm going to kick you in the arse. Then sort of like there's another one, which is a new trend, a 6-7 trend. What the fuck? I mean, I looked it up, what it meant, and it's just nonsensical bullshit. I don't really see the point of it. It's not quality, and it's not people who go into, putting their time into doing stuff these days that get the views. It's the trends and the fucking, 5 minutes of fame bullshit that's on there, I don't do TikToks. I have a TikTok account, but I don't do TikToks. I just go on there to watch, and that's like Twitch. I will stream on there at some point, and I do watch Twitch a lot again now. you know, I mean, you can do that. You can do that, the Patreon thing. I'd love to do a Patreon myself, but I understand why content creators do that. But in a way, I have a problem with them doing that as well. Now, for people like us, who, me and Boston, who, would sort of like do it to make a little bit of extra money to upgrade equipment, things like that, you always get these people sort of like, wanting you to subscribe to Patreon and then giving you sort of like a few video extra bonus content and stuff. Well, I'm not really bothered if I get the extra content or not, quite frankly. It doesn't bother me because these YouTubers who do that, you got to remember, they are sort of like, they have ads on their videos. They're getting paid for that anyway. They're getting paid for having ads on their videos. That, by the amount of views, subscriptions, and likes and stuff they get, they're earning thousands every month. There's no point in sort of like, them saying we don't earn much from YouTube. That's bullshit, And, obviously they don't want to let everybody know their own business, which is absolutely fine. It has got nothing else to do with anyone else what they earn. But then they start a Patreon and then sort of like think that, okay, well, you can get extra content, if something's blowing up, you can get extra content of me doing this TikTok dance, where my trousers fall down and my arse is on show, that kind of thing, and all these different tiers and stuff. And now, if I was really wanting to pursue YouTube, I would probably thinking about doing that. But I'm just here to kick back and have a bit of fun. If I suddenly start making money on it, great. If I don't, what will be, will be. I don't fucking care. I'm just here, I have fuck all money, but I'm here just to, as I said before, when Pam and Boston come in, I'm here to chill with my two besties, you know what I mean? So, and out of everybody who has ever watched a video, ever been on a stream with me, I have to say that they're the real OGs and they're true friends as well. Me and Boston might live other opposite sides of the world, but he's my bro, you know what I mean? And he, I've never had such, fun and support and stuff like I have from Pam and Boston because they know the struggle when it comes to that kind of thing. They know what it's like when it comes to YouTube and everything like that. And I'm thankful and grateful for having them. You know, that was one of the hardest things about quitting YouTube. When I decided to quit, it was for family reasons. But I sort of I just thought to myself, well, the best thing to do is to do that. But then I really, really I thought to myself, wonder if Pam's made any videos, wonder if Boston's uploaded anything, And sometimes I check in and have a look. And, you know, Boston says, I'm actually happy you're back streaming if it is only once a week. But like I said last year, I would put my family first too. Absolutely. Absolutely. Certain members of my family, no, I wouldn't. Fuck them. But, I had the worst fucking January on record. I was not me. Oh, Pam's here. Hello, Pam. She says, thanks, guys. I'm taking one day at a time and trying to calm down with my stress. Much love. That's all good. That's all good, Pam. Much love to you too. And to Paul, keep your chin up. Keep your chin up. You got us here. If you ever sort of want to chat or anything, you can always sort of shoot a message through to me, Boston, whatever, and we're happy to come on and chat with you if you want to go on party. Haven't even got a stream or anything, just a chat. We're here. You guys have been here for me, so it works tenfold. Yeah. January was the worst. I wasn't me at all. You're more than welcome, Pam. Bless you. I had the worst time of my life this past January, and if you do, bro, I will watch. Okay, if you do, I will definitely watch, because I got nothing to do once I'm done here. I'm not going to bed too early tonight. Like I said, I'm not feeling 100%, so I probably wouldn't be able to friggin' sleep anyway. So yeah, if you're going to stream tonight, brother, let me know for definite before the end, and then I'll know whether to look out for you. But yeah, I do appreciate Pam and I appreciate Boston for all of their support. Gotcha. All right, bro. Sounds good. Boston streaming later, guys. And Boston will be on right after my stream, so be sure to look out for it. I'll be in the chat. So, yes, all good. But yeah, I've got one of the best support systems in the world when it comes to Pam and Boston on here. And Pam dropped a like. Thank you so much, Pam. I appreciate it and appreciate you. Thank you so much. It's just one of those things, really. It was when I made the decision to quit, because I was thinking, my anxiety was through the goddamn roof. I mean, I've never had anxiety like that in my life. And, I was in a pretty bad place. I had to, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I was in a really, really tough place. I didn't know, quite honestly, I didn't know if I was going to have a wife anymore. It was that bad. And people who haven't watched me before, are going to be thinking, oh, it's a breakup. No, it's not a breakup at all. My wife was in hospital for DKA, and it was the most terrifying time of my life. I quit because I needed to. There would have been no point in me coming on stream and crying. because that's pretty much all I fucking did. I cried and cried and cried. You see, yeah, sure, I can say sort of like, these women this, these women that, stuff like that. And yeah, I am a dirty little fucker. I know that and I'm proud of it. But my wife is my goddamn everything. She really is. And I'm not being soppy right now. I'm just saying, my wife is my absolute fucking everything. And, you know, she's done incredibly well since January. She's a completely different person. And everything is now under control. But you know what it's like with us people who have anxiety and stuff like that. It creeps in. Well, it's getting towards the end of the year now. Well, what if it happens again? The what ifs creep in. It's not going to happen again. And I've even spoken to her about it and stuff. And she said, you ain't got to worry about that happening again. And it's not going to. And I trust in her and I believe in her. So, that's what I got to do. So that's what I will do. But yeah, I do have, I did have a really, really bad time. But thank you. I mean, I even did check in with Boston and Pam when that was going on. And I can't thank them enough for their love and support because it did mean a hell of a lot to me. But I'm back now. And doing what I do in the best way I possibly can. I'm providing entertainment to those who want to watch. And if you want to subscribe, thank you. I appreciate it. And if you don't want to watch, then fucking why are you subscribed to me? I'd rather have people watch me who are actually going to subscribe and interact with me and fucking talk to me than some little fucking, someone sitting in the fucking corner. You know what I mean? Boston says, you're more than welcome, my brother. I appreciate the support you and Pan gave me if I'm in a dark time. Okay, that's, absolutely. And Pam says, we're always here for you. Likewise, it goes back as well. The support and that everything goes back as well. You see what I mean, people? I have the two greatest best friends in the entire world right here. I've thought I've had best friends in the past and they turned out to be not. But now, I did something right for a change. And I've always got time for them. Always going to have time for them. God, fucking, this bloody cold though. It's that time of the bloody year, ain't it? You can tell. Oh. I know, 1 minute you're getting a cold, next minute you're putting up with the latest John Lewis Christmas TV ad. I won't start that again. Yeah. I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that, brother. Yeah. Some people are out there just to take you for a right royal fucking ride and be sort of like allegedly friendly to you and stuff. But, I ain't got time for bullshit. I've been through enough of that. This house is identical to the last one, so we're not going to bother to do that one right now. We'll do this one instead. Which, almost, I don't know if it's actually done, this one. Okay, we've got a bedroom at the front. Bathroom's done. Kitchen's done. Okay, so we can do that other house then, and then it'll be ready to rock and roll. Let's do some of the outside and take a break from doing interior stuff for a while. So let's get some more bricks on the go, brick things, just to make them look like a regular run-of-the-mill council house. You know, there's a lot to be said for this time of year. It's now getting to that time of year which I fucking hate. It's cold. It's fucking dark early. It's fucking, you know, it's a really, really, really depressing time of year. And a lot of people do actually get depressed at this time of year. You know, just because it is that time of year. And, you know, it's fucking horrible. I mean, I was literally saying to my wife last night, I said, you know, you realise now it's sort of like getting on for like 5 o'clock-ish. And, I mean, it was quite cloudy yesterday. And I said, it's getting dark. And I said, give it a few more weeks, about fucking 4, 4:30, you know, in the evening, it will be pitch black outside. It'll be like fucking, you know, midnight. And she was like, yeah, it is getting to that time of year. I don't fucking agree with that song. It's the most wonderful time of the year, because it fucking isn't. I mean, in a way, I've got a bit of a conspiracy theorist's view on Christmas. The way I see it, can't copy, so I don't want to copy it. I want to delete the fucking thing. The way I see Christmas is basically, it's a miserable time of year, right? Hugely fucking miserable. So, 7 viewers, if you're in the chat, come in and say hello. Don't be scared. I won't bite your head off. You know, I think Christmas is designed to try and cheer people up. Yes, we all know about the real meaning of Christmas, the birth of Jesus and everything. We all know that, and I truly believe that, you know, and I'm totally on board with that, 100%. But when it comes to the whole, you know, sort of like the glitz and the glamour of Christmas, I feel myself, it's kind of like, you know, it's there just to try and cheer us up, you know. On Christmas Day, we don't actually celebrate the birth of Jesus, do we? Even though we should. We don't. We celebrate. We sort of like, you know, celebrate the actual day being Christmas. So we, you know, to a lot of people, it's just another excuse to get pissed. You know. I mean, I will be drinking this year, but I won't be drinking alcohol. I'm on medication, unfortunately, and I'll be on the non-alcoholic stuff. And do you know what? I tried it recently, non-alcoholic beer. It's actually all right, and it's nice to have that beer taste, you know, and to be able to actually have a beer, but also to be, you know, to be fucking fully aware, fully alert, you know. So yeah, I'm not going to be drinking alcohol this year. I get, you know, I'm very skeptical when it comes to that. I don't like to drink too much because I'm on medication, you know. You got to be careful. Once or twice is okay. I've done it before, you know, and it didn't hurt me at all, but I'm not going to risk it. You know. Right. So let's get this place all bricked up. Yes, I know I've got to do the tops, but we may even leave them. I don't know. But we're just making this look like just regular houses instead of run-down fucking beach shacks. So I'm going to go along here, and we will get up top. I'll just bring a ladder around in a little bit. But yes, I do have another project on the go on here. You will be seeing it, I think, sooner rather than later, because I tend to play on video games now in the mornings. I haven't been feeling well, so I haven't been able to go out. I just haven't felt like it, and I go on video games in the mornings and just do whatever. I've been on Train Sim this morning. I was on House Flipper this morning, starting work on my new project. What is it? You're going to have to tune in to find out. I ain't giving nothing away. It's something which I've never done before. That's all I can really say. I've never done one of these before, so no, it's not a strip club. Don't get excited. I'm not saying I'll never do another strip club. I might do one. It's not anything like that. It's basically, well, you'll just have to wait and see. I can't give anything away. If I say too much, you'll get it. So it's going to remain secret until the time is right to reveal it. Now, as for streams next week, like I say, I stream when I want. I don't know when I'll be streaming, but I will be. I'm hoping to be maybe next week if I can do some WWP. I have an arena. I have people. Paul said he's not getting excited. Oh, you should be excited. It's going to It's going to. Oh, I can't really say. I can't really just you know. Would Paul be excited if I did a strip club? Because Paul, if you want, bro, I will make you a strip club. I will even put your name above the door, mate. I'll call it Pam and Paul's Exotic Lounge or something. Hey, we already had a movie cinema with Boston and his cucumber. What else do you know? Not particularly. Okay, only if you're sure. Only if you're sure. That's absolutely fine. Why can't I go up the fucking ladder even though it let me place it there? The game is being a cunt. Right. They're staying coloured. Okay. It doesn't fucking matter anyway, does it? It's all a bit of fun. Right. So let's get these done. This is going to be a living room area-ish. Invisible walls. Well, there you go. Right. We'll just whip this together and see. Okay, so... Shit, is it really 11:15 already? Fuck me, how long have I been streaming for? No, I don't want to take a fucking screenshot. I want to see how long I've been streaming for. An hour already? Fucking hell. Time flies when you're having fun. Time flies when you're watching Twitch, I noticed. Yeah, I was watching it the other night, honestly. I'm really getting into it again, and I shouldn't be getting into it that much. But I'm really enjoying the content, you know. It was just nice being back on there, just seeing a few familiar, you know, faces who I used to watch before, you know. I missed out on a hell of a lot. I missed out on such a lot of fucking content. At the time, I didn't really give a shit, but now, sort of like, I'm back. Paul says he's waiting for you to play that new sex simulation. Or what, sex, right, I could do that, yeah. Sex shop simulator, I can, if you got, did you add my new Twitch account, Pam? Because if you do that, I'm happy to fucking do that next week if he wants to see it. Because that is not a game for YouTube. It's basic, you know, hella basic, but you know, it's pretty good. You lost everything on your old PlayStation. Oh shit. Well, I mean, you could watch on tablet, PC, phone, whatever. Um, my new Twitch account is Flawless Andrew 2. Head on over there and you'll find it. Oh no, you deleted Twitch. Oh, I can't. I can't play it on PlayStation. I want PlayStation. I can't play it on fucking YouTube. I mean, boss says, "Give me a second." Oh God. Yeah. No, I can't. I can't play it on YouTube. It's not a YouTube game. There is nothing censored on there. Is the thing. Do you know, even my 9-year-old daughter's been asking to play that. Right, okay. Yeah, go ahead, follow me. You see videos of it on YouTube, yeah, but I'm not risking it. I mean, it does. It's not nudity as such. But, yeah. Well, let me know if you follow me on Twitch and I'll see what I can do. Okay? I could risk it on PlayStation. I would probably be okay because I've only got one strike on my channel and I don't even know what that was for now. But yeah, just leave it with me. I will see what I can do about that. But if you have got Twitch, I'll see if I can do it next week for you. I'm more than happy to do that. And do you know something? You can't get it on Xbox. I looked. I can't find it on mine anyway. I looked on my Xbox. I mean, I got the Xbox One, ain't I? So I looked on there, and you can't. I can't seem to find it on there. I can only get it on PlayStation, which is really fucked up. So yeah. Oh, hello. What's this? Twitch. Okay, Pam's Game TV is now following me. Woohoo! Right. Okay. Uh. Yep. I now got the notification, Pam. Not a problem. I will. I'll broadcast it next week sometime for you if I get the chance, okay? So, yeah, I'm hoping to bring some WWP to you next week. Maybe even some Train Sim. I ain't done Train Sim on YouTube in a while. We'll do an actual timetable. The only thing about me in Train Sim and timetables is I never stick to the speed limit. Fuck speed limits. Rules are meant to be broken, right? Okay. Right. So, I have been now streaming for 104 minutes. Well, Boston is going to be getting ready to stream. He's going to be on right after me. So I think I'm actually going to call it quits here. But we've got a bit done tonight. We've even had a nice little chat about things, you know. So it hasn't all been... what is your new Twitch, Pam? What is your new Twitch? And I'll search for it and I'll follow you back. I've got my phone here, so I'll load her up and hopefully no one's fucking, you know. Same as this, Pam Game TV 2000, right, okay. Well, of course I know what your fucking thing is, don't I? Twat. Because you followed me and I fucking should know. I'm looking at Twitch right now and I've got women dancing on my screen and I'm quite enjoying it. Just give me a minute. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice pink bikini, yeah. That's it. Pull them strings at the side. It'll come right off. It'll be so much better. Right. Profile. Empower viewers to share your clips. No, it's my content. Go fuck yourself. Yes, disable this feature. Right. Okay. 1 follower. I will figure out how to do this later. I haven't used Twitch in such a while, but I will follow it back as soon as I can. You're more than welcome, Pam. That's an absolute, pleasure. Boston's coming right up with some House Flipper himself, so be sure to tune in for that one. I'll be back at some point next week, probably on YouTube first, and we'll have a bit of fun. Maybe on, don't know if it might be Flipper, it might be Train Sim. All right, bro. And it might be, or it could be something like WWP or something. You know, we will see what I do first. But yeah, I'll be back at some point, probably next week, if not the week after. Depends on how I'm feeling. But yes, thank you guys for watching. It has been an absolute blast to have you. Go and subscribe to Pam's Game TV 2000 because the Queen of the Flipper needs your support and your love. So go and support her because she is one hell of a content creator. And if you don't go and support her, then you're a dick. Also, my brother from another mother, Mr. Boston Tea Party, go and subscribe to him right now because he is going to be streaming real soon. He is the OG. He is incredible. The king of the mansions, we used to call him, and he still is. You're more than welcome, Pam. So, yes, go and subscribe to my bro, Pam, Boston, and, of course, Pam, because you won't regret it. Take care, everybody. I'm going to get out of here. Stay safe. God bless you all. And I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye.